greatest boxer of all time. Manny Pacquiao is heading to the International Boxing Hall of Fame.
Congratulations to the Pac-Man. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Calo.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy leaves. Removes, puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuck in another one. Macunas rejecting Esteban for the
A statement win from the NBA's current #1 team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, as they put away the dangerous Denver Nuggets 126-114 to become the first NBA team to reach 20 victories this season. Donovan Mitchell led all scorers with 28 points. His backcourt mate, Darius Garland, was right behind him with 24 markers. Cavs wingman Caris LeVert added 21 points off the bench. The entire Cleveland team stepped up big time amid another monster triple-double from Nikola Jokic. The Cavs overcame 27 points, 20 rebounds, and 11 assists from the Joker. Cleveland's record now stands at 20 wins against 3 losses. Denver settles for 11 victories and 9 defeats. After the game, Cavs head coach Kenny Atkinson broke down his team's big-time performance.
We're upset with our transition defense the first half. Seemed like a layup drill. And, you know, we talked about it. And so I guess if we get back, we got to start making a defensive stand. I think they had an 80 offensive rating in the second half. So real credit to our guys. That's a tough team to slow down. You know, J.A. phenomenal. You know, on Jokic. You know, had it made him work. I mean, the guy still had a great game, but we made him work. Got his efficiency down. Yeah, good bounce back from the first half.
No Steph Curry and Draymond Green, no problem for the Golden State Warriors. They took down the Houston Rockets 99-93 behind a career night from Jonathan Kuminga. The high-flying forward dropped a personal best 33 points. Andrew Wiggins showed out as well, chipping in 23 markers to seal the victory. Curry sat out the match due to aching knees, while Green dealt with tightness in his left calf. The win kept the Warriors among the top 5 teams in the West with a record of 13 victories and 8 defeats. The surging Rockets slowed down a bit as they get their 8th loss of the season against 15 wins. Houston, though, is still tied for second place in the West alongside the Dallas Mavericks and the Memphis Grizzlies. At the post-game news conference, Jonathan Kuminga gave his thoughts on his fantastic outing.
I think it's just a good learning lesson. You know, obviously we're going up stiff most of the time. Just having that experience of knowing what you need to do out there. Anytime, even when Steph comes back and Draymond comes back, you know, you never know when moments like that will come around. So just having my team and my coaches trusting me in that moment, you know, just a learning lesson. We're just going to keep building from there.
6 more NBA games for you tonight.
Here are the scores. Luka Doncic's triple-double helps the Dallas Mavericks get their 6th straight win at the expense of the Washington Wizards 137-101. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander propels the Oklahoma City Thunder to a 129-92 blowout of the Toronto Raptors. A big double-double from Karl Anthony Towns pushes the New York Knicks past the Charlotte Hornets 125-101.
Meanwhile, Nikola Vucevic punishes the San Antonio Spurs with 39 points as the Chicago Bulls take a 139-124 win. Brandon Ingram returns from a 5-game absence and immediately leads the New Orleans Pelicans past the Phoenix Suns here 126-124. And lastly, Marcus Smart drains 2 ice-cold free throws to secure the Memphis Grizzlies 115-110 victory over the Sacramento Kings. while the NBA is heading a little closer to home next year. The league has announced that the Brooklyn Nets and the Phoenix Suns will play not one, but two preseason games at the Venetian Arena in Macau. The games will tip off on October 10 and October 12, 2025. This marks the NBA's return to the Chinese market after an absence of several years. China had suspended the broadcast of NBA games after former Rockets general manager Daryl Morey posted a message in support of anti-government protests in Hong Kong in 2019.
The WNBA's first international expansion team finally has a name. Meet the Toronto Tempo. They're Canada's first ever WNBA team, and their name was inspired by the rhythm of the country, the city of Toronto, and the game of basketball. The name was also chosen because it works in both English and French, which are the official languages of Canada. The WNBA awarded Toronto an expansion team in May. The Tempo will begin play in the 2025 season as the WNBA's 14th franchise.
Meanwhile, here at home in the PBA, the Meralco Bolts stay undefeated in the Commissioner's Cup after nosing out the skidding Terra Firma Jeep. A close call here for the Bolts, though, after the Jeep erased a 16-point lead in the fourth quarter, then tied the game at 91 all on the back of their tight defense and hot shooting from the outside. But all that went for nothing after Jansen Rios nailed a wide open three there, as you can see, with less than 10 seconds to go in the game. No defense, and that's to give the lead back to Meralco. Terra Firma was not even able to get a shot off in the next possession as Meralco escaped with a 96-91 win. The Bolts are now 0-3 this conference, while the struggling Jeep suffer their fourth loss in as many games. Meralco import DJ Kennedy was big in his debut in place of the injured Akil Mitchell. Kennedy tallied 32 points, including 19 in the third, as well as 6 boards. Chris Newsom flirted with a triple-double with 15 points, 9 boards, 8 assists, and 3 steals. Meralco head coach Luigi Trillo gives credit to the Jeep for doing a good job fighting back in the game.
We got lucky. If you think about it, maganda yung start ng Terra Firma. You know, it's hard when they have new guys coming in and then a new import too, just like us. But I thought they played very well in that first half. You know, you give them credit. They're resilient out there. Maganda yung gel ng import nila. Those players didn't give up. I'm not happy. I'm sure Coach Ned's not happy too. I'm sure DJ's not happy too. We're not happy with the way we executed. We had it in the bag and we let you know, that last 3 minutes, we let them back into the game.
The TNT Tropang Giga are opening their Commissioner's Cup campaign against guest team Eastern. Import Rondé Hollis Jefferson carried TNT from the start and quickly scored 13 points in the first quarter alone. But an early setback for the Tropang Giga. Big man Poy Aram was ejected due to excessive contact when he accidentally hit Eastern's Glenn Yang with his elbow. The Tropang Giga led by just 1 after the opening period with a basket from Yang at the horn, 22-21. In the second, both teams traded runs, leading to a deadlock at the break at 47 all. RHJ already with 24 points in 24 minutes of action. Eastern looking to have a better showing in the second half in order to bounce back from their previous loss to rain or shine.
The PBA will take a break tomorrow before resuming Commissioner's Cup action on Sunday. The TNT Tropang Giga will just have a day's rest before taking on the Northport Batang Pier, and that game will be at 5 in the afternoon. TNT will try to end Northport's 3-game unbeaten run. Then, the NLEX Road Warriors and the San Miguel Beermen will collide at 7:30 p.m. Morale is really high for both squads as they're coming off wins last Tuesday. Both games will be at the Inares Center in Antipolo. But of course, you can also catch the games live on PBA Rush, RPTV, and the Filipinas Live app. Coming up here on the show, People's Champ Manny Pacquiao has been elected to the International Boxing Hall of Fame. That story and a lot more when Play-by-Play returns. Stay tuned. Only here to One News. And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play by Play only on One News. The Pac-Man, the Pambansang Kamao, the People's Champ, and by next year, Hall of Famer. I'm talking about who else? Filipino boxing legend Manny Pacquiao is getting a nerve as the International Boxing Hall of Fame has announced that the fighting pride of the Philippines will be one of its inductees in 2025. Pacquiao is undoubtedly worthy of the honor with a career unlike no other. He is the only boxer in history to win major championships in 8 divisions, starting out as a flyweight, then climbing up all the way to the junior middleweight division. Pac-Man began his incredible boxing journey back in 1995. He ended up with 62 wins, 39 by knockout, 8 defeats, and 2 draws before retiring in 2021. Manny is the 3rd Filipino boxer to be inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame following Gabriel Flash Elorde and Pancho Villa.
Alex Ayala advances to the semifinals of the ITF W100 Al Hab Tour Tennis Challenge in Dubai. Ayala defeated Japanese foe Kyoka Okamura in 3 hard-fought sets. After fumbling the first set, the 19-year-old tennis ace bounced back to steal the win 3-6, 6-4, and 6-2. That win sets up a semis matchup against 21-year-old Russian Polina Kudermetova. The $100,000 event is Ayala's final tournament of the year.
Meanwhile, the stage is set for the finals rematch of the defending champions De La Salle Green Archers and the UP Fighting Maroons in UAAP men's basketball. The new age rivals will face off for the 2nd straight year, with the Green Archers seeking a repeat. UP, meanwhile, will eye redemption in their 4th straight finals appearance and is expected to make the most out of the chance to follow up their 2021 title. The best of 3 championship series will begin on Sunday, December 8th. 5:30 in the afternoon at the Big Dome, the Smart Araneta Coliseum. But of course, you can also catch the game live on One Sports, the UAAP Varsity Channel, and the Filipinas Live app. Now, big question is, check, will the Maroons get their revenge from last season losing to La Salle, or will the LSU reassert their mastery of UP?
With that all up in the air, let's look at the numbers before they go head-to-head in the finals. In the elimination round, the top-seeded La Salle led the league in points per game at 74.2. UP was second with a slightly lower average of 73.3. The Archers also are the league leaders in rebounds at close to 50 a game, compared to the Maroons, who are 3rd at more than 45 a game. In terms of moving the ball, the Archers and the Maroons are also 1 and 2, with DLSU notching almost 21 assists a game, while UP is at 17.6. But UP led the league in total field goal percentage, while La Salle is the best 3-point shooting team in the UAAP.
La Salle was able to win their 2 meetups against UP this season. In the first game, UP was able to control the paint and got contributions from its bench. As you can see, plus 18 in bench points. They were also able to create separation through their 3-point shooting, as they hit 11 of their 24 attempts from deep. The Maroons hit just 2 of their 20 tries from Rainbow Country. Final score on that one, 68-56. Then, fast forward to round 2. Take a look. La Salle won again, 77-66 on the back of their solid defense that time around. La Salle shot 46% from the field, while limiting the Maroons almost just 34%. Playmaking was also key here, as the LSU tallied 24 assists compared to UP's only 15. Not even the Archers' horrible shooting night from the charity stripe could keep that game close.
It is a rematch as well in the women's basketball finals, with the defending champions, the UST Growling Tigresses, and the undefeated MU Lady Bulldogs, set to go head-to-head for the 2nd year in a row. The Tigresses are coming off a hard-fought 71-59 victory over the Adamson Lady Falcons in the step-ladder semifinals, while the Lady Bulldogs have been sitting comfortably in the finals after sweeping the elimination round at 14-0. But just like last year, UST will be out to prove that they can deliver when it matters the most. Game 1 of the women's basketball finals tips off on Sunday at Smart Araneta Coliseum at 1 p.m.
The upcoming finals echo last season's storyline where NU dominated the eliminations, but UST Czech managed to turn the tide in the championship series and to get the revenge and eventually claim the crown.
So can the Growling Tigresses do it again, or will the Lady Bulldogs reclaim the title? Let's look at the tail of the tape for these two powerhouse squads. UST enters the finals with a 12-2 record, while NU comes in undefeated at 14-0. When it comes to offense, both teams pack a punch. The Lady Bulldogs slightly edge out the Growling Tigresses in scoring at 76.29 points per game compared to UST's 73.64 points per game. Defensively, NU also holds a small advantage, allowing just 57.71 points per game to UST's 59.57. However, the defending champs' perimeter scoring shines, averaging 33.79 points from beyond the arc, while the Lady Bulldogs tallies 24.71. Bench scoring is a different story, with NU's reserves contributing a massive 41 points compared to UST's 33.
Now let's how have these teams fared in their head-to-head matchups this season? Let's break down the numbers. As you can see on your screens, in round 1, NU secured a hard-fought 75-69 victory over UST. Then the Lady Bulldogs dominated the boards with 55 rebounds, including 23 offensive boards, compared to the Growling Tigresses' 45 total rebounds. UST relied on their perimeter game, scoring 34 points from deep, while NU capitalized inside with 32 points in the paint. Then their second matchup saw NU complete the sweep with a 76-70 win. NU improved their field goal shooting to 46% compared to UST's only 39.7%. Second chance points proved crucial as well, with the Lady Bulldogs outscoring the Growling Tigresses 22-12. Once again, UST relied on their shooting, scoring 37 perimeter points, while NU starters exploded for 46 points. With the finals just around the corner, it's very clear that both teams bring unique strengths on the court. NU will lean on their depth and dominance in the paint, while UST will aim to fire away from long distance and rely on their starters scoring.
NU already struck gold a few days ago in the UAAP cheer dance competition. And people are still talking about their out-of-this-world routine, which included an incredible Ferris wheel stunt. Boom Gonzalez and Dip Dipianco caught up with the team on starting lineup to talk about the memorable move, as well as their next steps following the win. Let's watch this.
So sa mga pinakita nyo this year, yung parang ala Ferris wheel helicopter, ano bang tawag dun, Coach Gabby, at saan nanggaling yung concept na yung move na yun?
Ang daming lumabas sa X, sa kung saang social media platform.
Tawag?
Oo, wala talaga kaming tawag doon. Pero siguro talaga...
So tell us about that.
Yeah, si Coach Carl. Hi, Coach Carl. Siya yung nag-conceptualize nung pyramid na yon. And nung una naming nakita siya, talagang na-wow talaga kami. Kung siguro anong reaction nyo ngayon,
Yes.
nung napanood yon, same reaction.
Kayo.
The same reaction nung nakita namin yung nagawa siya. And then eventually, kasi as time goes by, pag lagi mo na siya nakikita, parang normal na lang siya sa'yo.
Right.
So, ang galing, natuwa talaga kami, and we're very happy na may mga ganyan kaming coaches na kasama na super creative also, na will help the team to get the gold talaga.
What did you feel after the performance was done? The
Well,
second it was done. Were you confident? Were you confident?
No,
honestly?
no, to be
Kasi
honest,
sinasabi mo,
no.
expectations
Yeah.
mo were...
Siguro galing talaga sa era ni Coach Giga. Kami kasi mga coaches, may ganun kaming mindset talaga. And also because of our manager, Mr. Gao, na tinuruan talaga kami na hindi pwedeng may mga errors. Even our manager, siya nagsasabi, lagyan nyo ng tali yan, ha? Para sa pantay-pantay lahat. Yung ganong factor. So yung natapos sila, it's not perfect for me. May mga hulog kami on the side ng mga stunts.
right.
Pero yung gusto talaga namin, it's purely perfect. As in, para walang masabi rin yung ibang competitors na bakit sila nanalo and stuff. And talagang ibigay ng judges yung full score for us.
Speaking of the awards, VG, can you tell us, nung naririnig nyo na, nung announcement na wala pa yung podium winners, yung top 3, pero yung special awards, unti-unti nyo nakukuha, hinahakot ni lahat. Ano yung pumapasok sa isip mo ng time na yun?
Ano po, di ko po kasi in-expect na makukuha namin yung mga awards na yun. As in lahat, di po namin in-expect. Yun nga po sobrang pabalik-balik po kami. And nung ano po, yung naiisip ko po nung sunod-sunod na nga po kami pumupunta dun sa harap. Ano po, hindi pa rin po ako naging kampante. Kasi po,
Baka doon pa sa yung big one, hindi nyo makuha.
Yun po. Kaya hindi po kami tumigil mag-pray nung after nung award. Talagang pray lang guys, kapit lang kasi hindi pa tapos. Hindi pa na-announce kung sino yung champion. Kaya ayun po.
Long, did you have any question na kayo yung magcha-champion? Lalo na nung eto na, halos dapat di na kayo pinaalis dun sa harap dahil po mas napagod yata kayo papunta dun, pabalik-balik, just getting the awards. Meron pa bang doubt nung o ganun ka rin ba? Yung iniisip mo na parang hindi pa sigurado to?
Sa akin po, may kaunting...
Pakiramdam ka na?
Yes po. Pero, ayun nga po, sabi po ni VG, hindi pa po kasi tapos ang laban namin. May hinihintay pa po kaming result. So, ayun po, lagi po kami nagre-remind na pray lang tayo. Kasi ibibigay naman sa atin kung deserve talaga natin yung championship.
But the performance was out of this universe for months to come. Yan ang papanoorin natin on social media. But what's next, Coach Yabi? As we take a look at the awarding, yung kung gaano kayo kasi kasama pa sa toss.
Pinalipad ka rin, tinos ka
Ito
rin.
talaga mga batang to.
Anong susunod, Coach
Yeah,
Yabi,
what's next?
for the NUF
We're
squad?
praying na the management will help us na mag-compete outside and we wanted talaga to represent Philippines sa international stage. I think it's one way for us to get inspired with a lot of athlete doon. Get inspiration.
Of course.
Iba kasi yung level sa labas.
Of course.
So, yun yung gusto ko rin ma-experience sila kasi dun mo ma-test also kung saan ang level talaga ng NUPEP squad.
Volleyball action after the break as the Signal HD Spikers grab their second win in the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference semifinals. More stories when play-by-play returns. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. The Signal HD Spikers reaffirmed their status as the team to beat in the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. The HD Spikers dismantled the young FEU DN Steel in straight sets 25-18, 25-20, and 25-16. Signal brought another clinical performance to the semi-stage, building on the momentum from their convincing triumph over Savoj on Wednesday. Louis Ramirez fired 14 points on 12 attacks and 2 blocks, while Mark Calado added 9 points from an efficient 9 of 12 hitting in just 2 sets. The dominant HD Spikers are now on a 9-game winning run. Meanwhile, the Savoj Spin Doctors bounce back for their first win in the Spikers Turf Invitational Semis. The Spin Doctors overcame a tough stand from Japanese guest team Kondo Gumi Hyogo in the third set. Using their experience, Savoj came out on top 25-16, 25-19, and 34-32. Setter Michael Imperial was hailed the player of the game with 11 excellent sets and 2 excellent digs. The Spin Doctors are now 1-1 in the round-robin semis after losing to the HD Spikers on Wednesday. Plenty of volleyball action coming your way this weekend. First, the Queen City of the South is set to pulse with excitement as the PVL brings its electrifying action to the Minglanilla Sports Complex in Cebu this Saturday. The Signal HD Spike will aim to keep their unbeaten streak alive as they take on the winless Next-led Chameleons in the opener at 4 p.m. Then at 6:30 p.m., the Capital One Solar Spikers hope to build momentum when they square off against the Hungry Galleries Tower High-Risers, who are eager for a breakthrough victory. Over at the Spikers turf, big matches are set on Sunday at the Philoil Eco Oil Arena in San Juan. At 4 p.m., the DN Steel FEU Ultras take on the Kondogumi Hyongo. Then at 6 p.m., it's the powerhouse match between the Crisscross King Crunchers and Signal HD Spikers. You can catch all the volleyball games on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and on the Filipinas Live app. Meantime, after 11 months of breathtaking martial arts action, one championship is finishing its 2024 Prime Video Events calendar with One Fight Night 26, Lee versus Rasulov. In the headline attraction, two-division MMA king Christian "The Warrior" Lee will make his long-awaited return to the ring. The Singaporean-American superstar will defend his one lightweight MMA world title, but undefeated Turkish rising star Alibek Rasulov is determined to score the upset. The event will also feature a good mix of all the martial arts, including 3 submission grappling bouts. You can catch One Fight Night 26 this December 7 live at 9 p.m. on One Sports.
All right, before we head on to the weekend, let's take a look at some highlights from the NBA and the PBA, starting things off with a play from Big Cat, Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart to Cat against 3 green shirts, cupping the ball. Count the basket plus a foul. Look at Cat again. Let's take a look at that play. And Karl Anthony Towns finishing with 27 points, 16 boards as the Knicks rout the Hornets 125-101. And that dunk, by the way, was over Musa Yabate. Now let's go to Luka Magic, showing how the Wizards, his magic. Take a look at this. Boop. Again, the help by Valanciunas, no problem. Gives it to Quentin Grimes, who nails the 3. What a pass there from Luka, just toying with Justin Champagny. And good things happen when Luka is your point guard, seeing everybody on the court. Grimes hitting that bang, bang, bang. Luka, 21 points, 10 boards, and 10 assists. Dallas beats Washington badly here, 137-101. Now, last play from the NBA. Let's go to Golden State. Jonathan Kuminga. Woo! Basket and a foul. Van Vliet and Dylan Brooks going to do anything there. Look at Curry and Draymond Green both setting this game out. No problem for the Dubs as Kuminga took control. Had a career-high 33 points in this one. The Warriors beat the Rockets 99-93. Okay, enough about the NBA. Let's take a look at this play again. Okay, now let's go to the PBA. This time, it's Terra Firma against Meralco. The block first by Raymond Almazan that starts a break. Hodge to his good friend New, and Newsom will take all the way against Pringle, absorb the contact, plus the foul all the way and 1. Take another look at that play, ladies and gentlemen. Newsom flirted with a triple-double. Woo! 15 points, 9 boards, 8 assists, also added 3 steals. Meralco now 3-0 after winning over Terra Firma 96-91. Save the best for last. Well, we'll let Cheska decide. This one is from the TNT Eastern game. First quarter, Ronde. Ooh, double step. Don't jump, Hayden Blankley. What are you doing? He sees a wide open lane there. Clear for takeoff for R.H.J. with that slam. And Blankley, he knew he was going to be part of the poster. No matter what he did, put his hands up or down, whatever. But TNT looking to open the Commissioner's Cup campaign on a high note against a really solid team, guest team in Hong Kong Eastern. But the Tropang Giga are trailing here by double digits to start the 4th quarter. Okay, Madam Check.
Well, what?
Your
Excuse me.
your choice.
No, don't get me wrong. The PBA highlights are great.
Yes.
But we need to talk about Carl Anthony Towns getting past 3 Hornets.
Yes.
And the
cupping
foul.
the ball and all the way. Take a look at this one. Hart.
Like,
He sees
1, 2,
Cat,
3.
the big man
Yeah.
running.
That little underswing.
Yeah,
for the,
look at him. Look
for
at
the-
him
yeah,
go.
Plus
Look
the
at him
foul.
go.
He knew what he did.
Yep.
Yeah. He was
How can
fighting
you
for
stop
that.
a 7-footer that
Like-
big? Run and cup and dunk. Woo!
Okay. Before we go, a Christmas present for sports fans.
Okay.
Filipinas Live is giving the gift of free live games this December. Enjoy the biggest sporting events on this month on the Filipinas Live app. Catch all the action in the UAAP finals, the PVL, the PBA, NBA, Emirates Cup, and more. Watch all the action live on demand and on any device. All you have to do is download the app and register for free. You can also scan these QR codes or visit the websites flashed on the screen.
Great. That's awesome. Wow. Great job to Miss JJB, Miss SGO, all the bosses. That's awesome for sports fans. Great Christmas gift. Great Christmas treat. Kasi alam mo, like when you're, I'm sure you also on Filipinas Live, you
Yes.
don't know what to watch.
Yep.
Diba? And you have to, ano bang papanoorin ko? And now, all you have to do is just take your pick.
And the UAAP finals, or we can start
Exactly,
with the UAAP,
UAAP
finals,
finals.
because we also have the rest of them, the PVL, PBA,
as well.
NBA, Emirates Cup.
Ang dami.
Wait, ang daming panonoorin, pero ang konti ng time natin. So,
Pero ang dami mo namang gadgets eh. Tell Tyke,
Isa-isa.
turn on the TV, the laptop, the cellphone. Well, that's it from us and the whole team here on Play by Play tonight and the whole week. But you can catch us again on Monday at 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV, Channel 8 on SD, and Channel 250
Correct.
on HD. We're also available on Signal Play and Filipinas Live.
I like your red top, by the way. Reminds me of Christmas. A few
Almost
days away.
there.
How many days left?
I don't know, but I started delivering gifts already. So,
Okay. Ikaw na. I'm Andre Felix.
and I'm Cheska Litton-Calao. Thank you for watching, everyone. Happy weekend!